welcome to the Crusader Kings stream. I'm so sorry, I'm gonna wait a few seconds before I start officially with yapping. I clicked play, but YouTube has this weird glitch that didn't allow me to upload a thumbnail for the YouTube bits. And didn't do it for the last video I made too. And I don't know. I had to do it with my phone. That there did work, so it's not formatting, it's exactly the same picture, and it's like according to how YouTube works, and it doesn't seem to be working. I'm looking at my streams right now, and literally it doesn't show up like in my YouTube studio. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's annoying. So yeah, YouTube live streams are now with the default picture. Until after the live stream, it will upload and I can do it on YouTube Studio. I can edit it. No, weird glitch. It was for a week. I hope YouTube would fix it. Today we have a different soundtrack because I was playing the Song of Six a little bit of my free time. It's at 6. I don't know if I pronounce it dyslexia. I read things differently. What we all know about playing this game. Okay. I played Dungeons and Dragons. I didn't know I wanted to stream this game today. But then I looked at the date. Look at the date here. The date is 13/06. And this is like, we are 30 years away from the final stream of Crusader Kings. And then this game is done. I will play this game more, but I mean, like, this campaign in Crusader Kings is done, and then we're going to European Versailles 5. I will wait for the conversion release. I already tested this with EU4. And if this is just a bunch of gibberish, what this means is I will play this. I'm playing this historical strategy game that you might know, Crusader Kings, because you click on the video, you know what the stream is. But they have different games, Paradox, the developers, and those games are set in different periods of history. And what you can do with your save file is you can move them away to the different versions of the game with the convert teams with mods, who are amazing people. I looked at their Patreon, and they get not a lot of money. It was like 46 euros or dollars. It's almost the same, you know. Takes potato. So I'm not asking for to donate money to me. Just donate to these developers because they make everything possible. And I feel like they should get way more money. And my lights are not correct. I had like special light. I've changed the mood and they were not there. Whoa. Did I just cut the sound? What? What happened to the music? It doesn't go on YouTube. I mean, like... Oh no! I don't want technical problems for the last 3. What did I press? I didn't press a button. There's a new headset. What? I hear it now. Okay. There it is. Let me put louder. There we go. Okay, don't know what happened. I don't want to take this. I was getting actually all emotional. Like, this is one of the last 3. And I was getting a little bit like this. And usually I do Dungeons and Dragons and I'm really busy. I'm getting from tired home. And I didn't know if I want to stream today. But then I looked at the date and and also the real life dates. And I cannot, by anything, play the music, it seems like, off here. Is this a joke? Why? No! What the frick is going on here? I don't hear the music and you don't see it either. It's working here. The cable is flipped. No! 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 It was the cable. What? It worked the whole week. This is the first time it doesn't work. Live stream. Okay, silly. I have to cut all that out in my video, and that's annoying. So when it's the fault, I will cut that out to make it a little bit more decent. I was so weirded out, but that was just a song ending. Okay, but the music from this game is amazing. So I was like, okay, I lost the vibe. I lost the vibe. I was feeling something, and now it's like completely ruined. Hello, Lolai. I had technical difficulty, but luckily you missed it. No, Isaac is here too. There are 3 live streams left, and I wanted to say before I go into the game. I will cut the previous intro because technical difficulties. I will cut in the fault. We are 3 streams left, and I wanted to finish the campaign before the year's end. And then we will continue to Versailles 5. Therefore, we have 3 left, and I want that the last Sunday of the year will be the last stream of this game. And I will try to be there at 8. No, I'm going to be there at 8. So that's going to be a normal time where I normally stream. And then we will finish the whole campaign in Crusader Kings, and then we just wait for the converter to be released. So now let's talk about the game. Enough yapping. How is everybody doing? Right now, I want to surrender my title here, at least Tartessia. Because they did rebel against me, but we won a bit weirdly, the rebellion. So I felt like they should be like surrendered before we are converting anyway, because they are like independent allies. We didn't really control these lands. But we can't because we were at the war, but this war has been raging for 9 years and we just are waiting for this to end. And I just realized, look how bloody strong we are. The enemy only has this amount of troops, and we have that. We can just sneeze in their direction and they cease to exist. We are extremely... I'm gonna stop at the end date of Crusader EU5 start date. And I'm gonna wait for the EU5 converter to be there, because EU4 works. And they already made a converter sort of for... They already made a convert for EU4 and it's all working, so why not, right? So we are going to sneeze into the direction of people here, and we are going to wipe out their army. We're gonna wipe out Scandinavia. We became extremely powerful because we did annex all this land from all the other people. We took them away, we revoked their titles, and we are going to take our power towards the enemy. Hello, Stefan. How is your empire? And the rise of the Texan Empire. Yes, the Texan Empire. How is your dynasty? I feel like this whole coast is your dynasty. That's pretty cool. Let's go. This is your dynasty. Ooh, there is a little bit of a decrease. I think they were stronger last time, but still they are extremely strong. Okay, let's see. This house has military strength. This has only this one here, still. And then we go here to the dynasty, and then we go here to this one. No, that's this one. Sorry, misclicked. This one. What? This is this one. What? This one. Oh, they're both at this tournament. That's what's going on. Oh, I see what's going on. So their title is this title. And then we go here. Then we go here. Living members, military power. They are way more diverse. They have one here. They still have everywhere here. Okay, that's... I was a bit confused. They are all like at that tournament. Wait. There was one in Rome here. So mercenary, right? Oh no, he's on a pilgrimage. Oh, that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay. Can you show me my dynasty? You haven't seen one of the streams. Okay, let me see your dynasty, Isaac. I do think... Oh no, I know what title of your dynasty. Look... No! Your dynasty lost this title. No! This is your dynasty too. Tartessia. They have finally a kingdom, your dynasty, Isaac. It was about time, because they always have been dukes. They were everywhere. But they have finally... like a lot of times. If people didn't know, Isaac had like at the beginning of the Crusader Kings campaign, Isaac made a dynasty, so this dynasty is extremely ancient. This house was founded there, but let's go to the oldest house. Let's see if that still exists. The House of Calcamos, founded 400 AD, 0 members. The strongest one is this house. That is the House of Tartessia. So your dynasty owns this and this. And we are going to war with your house dynasty pretty soon. I want to go to war before we switch. And to go to war, we have to finish off Scandinavia. And that might literally be the last one. That is one. Oh, that's incredible. No! No! I don't want to go to your war. No! What are you? Screw you! I am not going to your war. You die alone. We are done. What? Pictonian invasion of the kingdom of Pictonia. So Gaul is invading Pictonia. This is not... I'm like, I want to have peace. This is an important one, though. This is one to block the Gallic expansion. You have to accept it. Tactically, this is why we allied with Gaul. By the way, secondly, we do have our allies with Carthage. Carthage finally took Carthage, by the way. They did own Carthage or Tunis here. Bloody... Ah! Hell. We are prepared to go to war here. No, to the freaking Gallic troops. In the real matter, that war is more important than this northern war, but we are raising our troops here. So I'm going to send them back to literally go down to fight over here in Pictonia. Fish, the Oak Island team found the 6th Roman coin lost and 500 stone rock. Was also found at the western side of the swamp. Oh, really? That's cool. Oak Island, yeah, that's the island in the US, right? That's what they said. Like they were like a lot of mysteries hidden there, if I'm correct. I'm so sorry, I'm European. Sometimes. What the frick? Oh, Dynasty mode. I think I know what Oak Island is. That's on the east side of the US, right? Where they have like this big shaft, and they're trying to dig into the island. And that's really cool. We have Roman coins here, by the way. We can show Roman coins, or we can actually cannot show Roman coins, because I tried to show Roman coins on camera, and they're all blurry. So I have Roman coins here, but they look like this in plastic, and you cannot really see them. So there you go. It's a Roman coin. I have 1, 2, 3, 4 Roman coins here. I think I had one more, but I don't know where that one went. I probably brought it to show to somebody really cool. Only over here there are so many Roman coins, right? That it's like the Romans were somewhere here in Europe. If I remember correctly, I don't know. Okay, now we are going here. There we go. We are going out to declare the bigger... No, we don't declare. We are fighting this warrior. Okay, today, this war is a bit different, because for the first time we own this gigantic slice into the enemy territory. What's highly interesting? I think I will send my troops down the river and make them jump over across here. And then we will take land down here, down south. There's the navy. There is the navy. I am using, I think, 1.17. Let me check that out. Let me check out what version I'm using. Could you say 1.17.1? That's not the version of the mods, but it is the last stable version the mod works in, like the conversion mod. Because the conversion mod doesn't really touch that much in the game. It only touches like cultures and it touches kingdom titles. Oh, that does make when you add Asia, because of the, doesn't really work. So there we go. I think Ascendant. I'm not sure. The one before All Under Heaven DLC was released. You can open it, and there's this new thing. I don't see it here, but already existing game that you can make your own duchies, and with that you could, with mods you can edit like the entire world here. You can like add stuff, but it's a bit unstable and sometimes crashes. Well, it is possible to probably play it in with All Under Heaven if you brute force a little bit. I found a Chinese handgun. I was interested. Okay, we are here. We are here. We are landing. We are landing here. Down here. So for the next year, I will lock in completely in making like the Crusader Kings videos. So I will just focus on that before finishing the campaign. So then the videos would be closer to that. So yay, more Crusader Kings videos. Secondly, I might do some other challenges because I have been playing only this mega campaign, and I never knew how much work I knew how much work a mega campaign was because I did one for myself in the past. But also streaming, editing, there's a lot more, like documenting the mega campaign. That's something else. So it's quite crazy to do this entire challenge and now live streaming it too, and then making a video out of it. Let me first send my troops out there to siege down their castles. Then we will spread out our troops so they don't get any supply issues. Let's send these guys over there. I don't think fighting the Gauls directly is making sense. We do have more troops though, so we could probably win. Yeah, technically we could win maybe. They're coming though, so why not? Let's actually prepare to fight them. I feel like we have a pretty good chance. If they catch us like disorganized and they split in two, we might lose. So actually we should send our troops together. Let me just see if I didn't overlook this. So we have in total this amount, and they have in total... So they have like 82k, and we have 137k. Numbers aren't everything, but also I bet we have the best generals in the world. We cannot really combine our troops now. I'm just gonna collect everybody together. Is this the best commander in the world? No, that's me. I am the best commander in the world. I want my main army to be controlled by Alust. I think Alust is pretty much the final era of this campaign in Crusader Kings. For high 4, will you make the nations... will you make a focus for all the nations that make it to the 19th century, to the Victorian era, I guess? Yeah, I do not think so. No. No. I cannot make custom focus trees for every nation. We might add some custom focus trees for like the imported nations, because in those focus trees you can have things like get war justification on this country. So what we could do is like we have this country and this country. Let's imagine this is Hearts of Iron, and you have like justification for this, and then they have a justification, and then they can declare war against this country. And if we know in Victoria they were like kind of rivals, we can put that in. And we can like put in some drama here and there, but or like that they can flip name, or that they can switch ideology, something cool. But it's not necessary if it's like, oh, what is Don Tenet? What's the Don Tenet going to do when we are not playing nearby this area? Or what is the Carpolis Bacterian? Like, they can do what they want, but if they would be like large, maybe then I would like give them some custom focus trees. And of course, what people like, people are like a country that they really like and they want to see like different possibilities to happen, we can put it in the focus tree. It depends how easy it is. Like you say, you know, I like the Akan Empire, but I'm so sad it died in the 18th century. So if it's possible to bring it back in Hearts of Iron, something like that, that would be interesting. Well, that's interesting. That's the organized religion that came back. The novel has been flipping religion down here. Okay, there we go. There we go. And now we are going to fight. Also, the song from this game. I think I might stream this game this week, because this game is pretty good. I'm still in the early game. Oh, frick! Allies! Allies! That's not a castle. So why are we losing? Defending in a forest. Okay. Now we win. Let's move in here. I like that when we have an advantage. Oh, shit. No, okay. Let us kill them. We should be able to slaughter them faster than they can send in the reinforcements. That's the way we win. Let's go. Yeah, we won that battle. Are they movement locked to somewhere? Yeah, they're movement locked to us. Perfect. We have low supply though, well, because we came with the boat. But we have enough supply to win, like, the battles, and then we can move away. We can have Mussolini in World War II to bring back the Massilian Empire. We could, but we can also make our own funky characters too, also, right? So, definitely we should do something with Massilia. If Massilia doesn't exist at the moment, Massilia doesn't exist, but it technically does exist because this kingdom falls under our sphere of influence. I see this as our sphere of influence, by the way. I don't see this that we directly rule these countries. Because we are fighting against Gaul. So maybe in the start of EU5, this will be like all allied together. And in EU5, maybe our goals will misalign, and then they don't want to be part of our glorious network of alliances. Our pious accomplishments. The theologian known as William Pinolet has reported Wonder Marum a source of employment. He hails from the temples of Parsro. And employ for, and has a certain air about him. this we can play this. This guy was a philosopher. William Orkham was philosopher, theologian, renowned for Orkham's. Oh, you know, or the racer, you know, where you try to remove different complexities until the simplest answer stays. Let's get this wanderer into our court. That's pretty interesting. And he became immediately a knight. Interesting. He's fighting in the war. Arkhan's Racer. Oh yeah, Arkhan's Racer, yes. I was mispronouncing it because of dyslexia, I guess. Or because English is not a phonetical language. There we go. We won that. And are they movement locked? I don't know, but we are moving towards them. And that was pretty much the war. I guess this war is won. Now we need this freaking supply. I'm gonna wipe out your entire freaking army. They're not escaping us! There is nothing to do. Okay, we are not even going to help in that war because we do need supply now. You know what would be a nice feature? A really good and amazing feature. You know how you have station besiegers? How you could like station in your province supply limit. So like I move in this province right here. And instead of clicking station besiegers, I can say, or split in half, I can just tell them, just station the troops that they will hit the supply limit. Like the supply limit we see here. And not like the troops that are wounded, but like if the max of their troops is still alive, that they hit like their supply limit. Like how much is the supply limit? It's 21. So now I have to do this manually. I have to do it like this. And then this I have to split again and again. You got Parker milk. What does Parker milk mean? Because that would be so much easier. Like I have to do this manually. And this is what I do most wars. To be fair, I like management games, so it's not the worst, but this is also something that could be so much easier. Like, so much time would be saved. Because I made a mistake, if you see here. There are too many troops in this corner here, and they need supply, so... This would be such a nice late game fix. And this is not just in this game. Like in the other Paradox games, this is kind of a problem too. And then we have to move this here. And now I don't know what's ones I sent, and I have to split this in two. Like just supplying, like always having to supply my troops, it's just... I feel it could be easier. Oh, this song is amazing. I don't know if you heard it correctly. Let me see. You should be able to hear it. Let me not the epic too loud. There we go. So look at this. This would be easier if it just was one button that I can click. Split off supply limit. Split off supply limit. Split off supply limit. Then I would split my army in two, and I would send them in two directions, and I would click split off supply limit until they dropped all the troops that I needed to drop. That would just... Or spread out supply, because they have like this automation button now, right? They have like this here. Automated armies. And I don't really like automated armies. So this is like assign commanders and all the other things, but I would just love it. Like in Imperator Rome, they did have a little bit of setting. You could give like different roles to different armies. So yeah, I'm talking about Imperator Rome. But it would be just so great if you could have the ability to tell them that they would split them up themselves automatically. Like you just send them away from the front line to split over here in this region here, and then get all the supplies. And then when the enemy comes, you select them and you move them to your enemy. Easy. You got 5 feet. Ooh, that's a lot. That's a lot. I know a little bit what feet mean because of Dungeons and Dragons. So yeah, that's a lot. Oof. That's a lot. One time we got snow until my knees, but I was also 8 years old, so I don't know if that's like a lot. That's not a lot. But then I'm Dutch. And being Dutch gives you the perk of being terribly tall. So probably it is a lot. I can upgrade my legend. Let's increase legend. What the? Richmond. What the fuck is Richmond? Yeah, I think I wrote New York, right? That's what you said in the past, or that was something else. And me and Fish don't get snow if we do it. Yeah, because it's always like the rain snow, right? Because we have like the northern wind, but we also have like we have the water from the Caribbean that comes in with the Gulf Stream or something into Europe. So we get snow when the wind is from the north, but then the land is kind of warm, or the water is warm enough that keeps everything else dry, because UK being an island, Netherlands being barely any land, right? A lot of water around the Netherlands. Yeah, it's always like wet snow that like melts. Or freezes at night, and then the next day the streets are a bit frozen. Jersey, USA. Yeah, so nearby the... In the past, we did get more... snow. Because over here where I live, we have something... I think it's the longest ice route, but that's no longer the longest ice route because we haven't been able to do this, and it's like a really famous in the Netherlands, and it's called the 11 Cities, and it's only in Frisia. Where in Frisia you go ice skating through the canals past all the 11 cities of Frisia, and there are still tours like this. So they have like the 11 cities bicycles, the 11 cities roller skaters, the 11 cities place anything with transport in there. But the original one was ice skating, because they even found like Stone Age ice skates with bone that people were ice skating in the Stone Age over here. Be in mind, this was all land then, so probably the people here were just stubborn when Doggerland was flooded, that they didn't want to leave. That's what the Dutch are, the native Doggerlandians. But Doggerland is the piece of land that connected the British Isles to Europe in the past. But this Frisia program, yes, exactly, it's Frisia program. There are even movies about. There are pretty good movies also, but they are in Dutch, because the whole country wants to go ice skating because it's such a famous tour, and you get like a special little reward, like a medal for metal. That's like because you did such an extreme tough thing that you did ice skating here around 11 cities. The king has this medal because when he was younger, there was just more ice, because it got colder for certain reasons. And my dad also has done this tour with the ice like a couple of times, so he has like multiple of those little medals. And it's really famous in the Netherlands if you are able to do the tour. It's so famous that you cannot always... not everybody can go, so there's like a whole lottery to get in there. But we haven't had an ice skating tour. There have been people who did the ice skating sometimes when it got really cold. But the ice just hasn't been safe enough for enough people to stand on it. Let's mix the troops there. And there are people that go to other countries where they can ice skate the 11 cities, or you can go like to an ice skating hall and then they try to ice skate that distance, but It's not the same. It's not the same. I say, when I have never done it. When fish being family introduction and house tour. I have a Minecraft house tour. That video doesn't really work anymore because the Minecraft house tour video I made was based as a parody of a lot of other YouTubers that were making house tour videos. So I make like a fake house tour video that's not even my real house because it's in Minecraft, where I did a lot of references to all the other videos, but those jokes don't work anymore because nobody has seen those videos. And it's no longer popular to have house tour videos, so that's like a video that doesn't even work. Like half of the jokes, 90% of the jokes are not jokes, they just seem like weird comments. The Dutch Empire owns my home state, New Jersey, back in the day. Fish Big Link, me, Dutch. Yeah, it could be. That would be interesting. Has been so long, but we are coming back. No, just joking. We do have weird. We do make weird jokes that we deserve to conquer the entire world. The Frisians, because we say this. Frisia in the past used to own the whole Netherlands. Like our capital was over here in this city here, the city of Dort. I think like this was our Dordtstad was like our capital. So Frisia is over here, but the capital of Frisia is here, where Holland is. Holland is just actually Frisia, but they forgot they are Frisia. So you shouldn't call this whole region Holland. You should call it Frisia. And then the Netherlands was the last one to successfully invade the UK, so we have claimed to conquer the UK. Also, Frisia, Anglo-Saxon language, pretty close to Frisian language. So the Anglo-Saxon migration is also from Frisia. We just ignore the rest here. So we completely have legal claim to invade England, because, you know, England's language, English, comes from the Anglo-Saxon language, and that's Frisian, as all we know. So that gives us claim to every country that speaks English. I say as Frisia, we are allowed to conquer the whole English-speaking world, because that's our birthright, because they speak a version of our language, okay? They originated from here, not from England. We know Anglo-Saxon migration, so yeah, we can conquer everything. The entire English-speaking world. And I don't care if your first language is something else. If you speak English as your second or third language, I feel like legally Frisia is allowed to conquer you. Malta is Malta. Oh yeah, Malta. Well, yeah, okay. Maybe make an exception for Malta. Okay. Maybe we can accept Malta, okay, because they have pretty cool altar ruins on Malta, okay, yeah. What's your next one? Yeah. So I feel it's just a feeling, okay. And of course we have rights to conquer Belgium too, you know, because, you know, they speak like some form of Dutch, I think, sort of. Like we have Limburg already, right? The Netherlands owns Limburg. That's the weird thing that sticks out into Belgium. That's pretty much already Belgium, you know. They speak the Belgium stuff, so why not take the rest? Just being lazy. Wait, Pictonia went in there. Wow. Okay. Let's now end the freakiest, longest war in history that we are part of. We are again going with the boats. We can pass Bordeaux in the over here. Is it Bordeaux here? Is it even like called something like that? It's called Albert. Oh, there's Bordeaux. So I guess us, the Netherlands, we have claimed to take the whole British Empire, of course. It makes completely sense, and because we have also claimed to own Belgium. And we know the European headquarters is in Belgium. I feel as Frisia, we have claim to the whole of Europe. Okay, everything of Europe, and because we have claim of everything of Europe, we can claim the Roman Empire, so we can take also the entire Mediterranean, Mare Nostrum, and because we take the whole Mediterranean, we have also Greece, and because we have Greece there, we can take also the whole Alexander the Empire's empire. Yeah. And because that was a little bit in India, and because also the whole British thing, we can take India too. I feel making fair, reasonable, non-slippery slope arguments. I don't know how people are feeling about this. I feel that's completely justified, fair, right? It's just a small little bit of land. Fish, we come to the America for history of the USA and try to eat East barbecue. Ooh, I do want to try the food in the US. I went through the US when going to Guatemala, and I did eat a burger there because I wanted to see what, I felt like, I am in the United States of America. I need to eat a burger. So I ate a burger. Okay, let's rain terror on these enemies of us. Do we still greatly outnumber them? We do. There's only 40 in total. Pathetic. Absolutely pathetic. Let's do a landing right there. And let's wipe them out of existence. Let's get our troops here. And we just land there. Let's land in Frisia. Let's land in the great city, metropolitan city of Franeker. Well, I'm probably not gonna go to the US in a short while. I have a couple of travels planned in, so place I have to go. I do have to go in the near future to London, or actually to the west of London a little bit, so I will be probably in the UK. But I don't know when. It's just an old classmate of mine is going maybe to study in the UK. And I have also a bunch of other people to visit in the UK, so I'm gonna go there. And in 27, so not 26, but 27, 26 I probably already have things to go. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to get through, but we were really serious about it, so I feel like we are going to do it, even how crazy it sounds. We wanted to go to Japan with the group of friends, and we said we would go, everybody would go to a maid cafe in Halloween. And some people said they would wear maid dresses. So I am not sure if we actually go to it, but we did like the honorable promise, said we were definitely do that. And actually, I need a reason to go to Japan. I think it's pretty funny to try to at least do this. And there's some other people who have been to Japan and tried to work or study there, so they have like connections there. So that would be good, funny to go with a. We're losing the battle. That would be funny to go. I thought we had more troops than they had. What the frick? This game is lying to me. Why are we losing this battle? Oh, slightly in bad. Better commanders. More commander traits, higher quality, more men at arms. Freaking peepees. Let's not fight them. Now we are winning, it tells us. Hopefully that was not a trap. Will you be able to come to Worthing? I was also planning to go to Brighton also to because I did go to language academy there, and I worked from a place. So yeah, I will be. I think Worthing is like nearby, right? So I think I will be in the area. But I cannot talk about these things like on live streams, right? Hello, Cheese! Long time not seen! How are you doing? Okay. We greatly won that battle, so now let's wipe them out of existence. Let's sneeze them out of existence, these enemies. There we go. You know, I'm not making promises. I'm not making promises. But I kind of really liked the attempt on my life. A noise is fumbling my head, and I wake up with my slumber close to me, too close for comfort. Instead, a figure clothed in darkness. As it startled me, a suddenly scream of help sends me skirting while my guard throws in. Oh, this is just my guard. I was about to throw this person in prison. Like, what are you doing here? Why is that person there? It's like that guy was over there, so far away. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, we are about to sneeze them out of existence. Do we have ticking war score, by the way? Or do they need to hold? So every score is just for battles? Okay, that's interesting. So what, I kind of didn't want to do this, but invading Scandinavia is a bit of a hassle. So I am going to liberate the lands they took. We have still lots of supplies, and I think when we stand with our troops on a bit of land there, we can like take it back quickly. You see, it goes real fast, but now our supplies is dropping. So I'm gonna stand there. Oh, frick, I wanted to. Then let's station besiegers. Let's move over there. Let's split in half. I don't think we have enough supplies in this little corner here. But our cannon should be extremely strong. I recently got a visit from my family and went to a book. And to my surprise, they had H.P. Lovecraft short story collection. And I got it. Ooh, which ones are you reading? Which ones have you read? Which ones have you read? I have also H.P. Lovecraft collection. Guys, fish being on June after my 36th birthday, and in 2026 I will be converted by a black sun. Okay, I completely believe you. I completely 100%. Will be like an eclipse or something? I don't know. Or an actual black star. A black hole. We don't have the supplies here. We need a bit more. I'm sending this one to satellite with them. And I'm leaving them out here because I do feel we have more than enough to defeat them. And this should be enough to wipe them out. And then they can stay here to recuperate their supply losses there. They could go to Zwolle here and Ommen and Amelo. Dutch names. It's so weird to name the Dutch names like Arnhem, Arnheim. I feel like, did I do that? Why is it name different? Oh, that's Arnhem. Harderwijk. Hilbert's West. Oh, that one. Animated. It was an adapted movie over in the America in the 80s. Oh, you're going. I didn't even see. Sorry, I'm going to leave now. I'm gonna take a shower for sleep for college. Go, have a good shower. Have a good night's sleep. Sometimes I miss chat and that not on purpose. I wish I could read them all, but sometimes we have now more people than in the past where you could have like one-to-one conversation. White Peas, let's go! We finished all the wars. Now we can end. Why did you become independent out of all of the sudden? You get rid of Tartessia. And this is because they did start like a civil war, and we have a 10 years truce. Gives us enough time still to declare war against them. Then is the question, what do we want to surrender? I do feel like the Iberian ones, after the civil war, have declared independent, so they are independent. But there is this tiny friction, a bit of land I would love to take. Can I make an alliance with them? Because that would be way better. I do think we have some diplomacy skills. Personal diplomacy. Arranged marriage. This is me. My heir and grandson. Wait, my heir and grandson is not married. That should be fixed rather quickly. Let's put a pin on that. Your champion. I don't think if any own children. Maybe one of them they can like. No, we only granddaughters and all. So we can marry ourselves. But I don't think there's anybody left there now. We can make an alliance with these guys. It would be interesting, actually, another interesting feature, that you could, how you have tributaries, you could make like realms that you don't really want to have. Like, I don't want to have this because in reality it's a bit of a hassle to own. So far away, we are dragged into wars. We did this to counteract the Gallic threat. And I feel we have pretty much like kind of destroyed the Gallic threat a little bit here and there, so that's pretty good. Visual, can I recommend an anime? Sure, you can recommend an anime. Grant independence. I'm gonna independent this. I'm not gonna make Massilia independent. That's going to be something we're gonna hold on to. I forgot to check out if they are converted. Let's check out if they are converted, because that's the most important bit. That's also technically why I conquered them. I conquered them to make sure the religion they are having here gets a bit destroyed, like their monopoly on the faith gets like taken out. So that's what we are doing actually. So if you're wondering, oh, why do this? Well, we conquered them to get that. But also, they did start a rebellion, so I feel like they should get a little bit of freedom, but not entirely. Okay. Interestingly, this kingdom title is split. Like, if I look at the contract here, they have to force petition. So we could also lose dominion about this kingdom, but it would be fine if there was like some dependencies left, because if you look at medieval maps too, you see like the English royal family had owned like bits of Hamburg over here, so like they owned bits in the French kingdom. Anime called Drifters. Oh yeah, I know about Drifters. Yeah, it's like anime through time, like in that they're time travelers or fantasy worlds. I was making a whole anime list about all anime set in historical times, and then maybe make a video out of it. But it's gonna be interesting to go back and see when you start at when this amazing. Oh, thank you so much, Gavin. Yeah, today, beginning of the stream, I was a bit emotional, like, oh, this is one of the last times. Oh no. And then I had technical difficulties. And that kind of ruined my emotional moment. I started my stream way cooler. I will cut that bit out because it's just weird that I had technical problems and I go to the new intro I made. Maybe I keep bits that aren't too weird, but I can like change things in the thoughts. And me struggling with videos, it's a bit with the sound is a bit me. But yeah, this has been incredible. Like I have so much memories. I was making also City Skylines video because I saw a bunch of people making like City Skylines, historical Roman and medieval cities, and I always kind of wanted to do that. So in the last video I'm making, like the collection video of the streams, I was like, oh, I'm gonna make like a little video about the city Golufa. I already made the terrain myself because the one I found from Gloucester, English pronunciation, sorry, was a bit not so great. So I made my own, and I will release that as a mod too. And for designing the city, how the city should be and City Skylines, I had to go through my Imperator Rome streams and all those memories. You know, it has been like a year finishing Imperator Rome, and it has been a year finishing Crusader Kings. I think we started also at the end of we started 25 with the Crusader Kings bit, and now after a year we are finished with this. It's gonna take a long time to take it this slow and taking it playing it completely through, because other people who do Mega campaigns do the more sensible thing. They only play a little bit and then they convert. We are like, no, we are not doing that. I was thinking of making a new one, but I honestly have no idea what to name it or what to do with it. So maybe we are not going to switch fate here, unless somebody has like some cool idea and also a little bit makes sense with like the lore. Maybe I was going to use a tree here, but I don't know. Not feeling it. So yeah, that's that with the fate. Let's do this. Now, let's hold in our country funeral? Nah, I don't think we have anybody. Do we have funeral for? Oh, we have our son. We have our heir. We have our heir. Oh, our player heir. Look at this person. But this one is not married. How old is he? 22. Can I find him to court? No, he doesn't want to come. Oh, I should have like. I should have got him in my court before when I still owned this land. That just sucks a little bit. That sucks a little tiny bit. How do I get this person? And at least I should get like some good heir, because he's not getting married until I tell so, and I don't want them to get married anywhere else. No, this is real bad. Let's. I don't think we will even play as this guy. We might play as his father, so it should be fine. Let's find the character. Find character. Search all. Hello, Milton. How are you doing? How are you doing? All diplomatic range, insight, ruler, unlanded, and we got a bot. For crying out loud! I don't know if ban. There we go. How are you doing, Milton? How are other streams you were watching? Oh, adult. This one. Unmarried. 3. Age. Let's see here. Who would join to become the next emperor? How old was he? 22. Like, these are good traits here. And would not join my court. Would not join my court. Would not join my court. Would join my court. We need to marry my heir. And we have here the heir that misses their nose. I don't know if I can do that. They're missing their nose already now. That's just like that. I'm so sorry, but I don't know if that would make sense. I technically would do... I feel Crusader Kings makes you a morally bad person. Any political gains? I don't think we have any political things here. No claims, nothing. I have a problem here. My son is outside of my territory here. Like, you see my son here. Doesn't work. Okay, I'm gonna do a little bit here. This is just because this was an accident. No. Grant title. Grant entire county here. There we go. We're gonna give this county away after we... There we go. And... the... arranged marriage. No. Let's find a good spouse for my son, because normally I was able to do this, but I accidentally gave my son away. Okay, this is a good marriage. This is a good marriage. Look, with the queen and princess, I mean. And there we go. Marrying into the Isaac dynasty. Okay, there we go. Now we have, there was like this big revolt last stream. And I thought it did make sense to make this independent, because the revolt was like a sort of middle ground, because it kind of glitched out, or like there was no war goal and then disappeared. So I thought, like, as a remedy, because we couldn't really hold on to these territories over here if this was like a real war, these guys became independent, and countries close to our border stayed loyal to us. This stayed loyal because it's still part of Scotland over here. And this is a war we have to do against them once the truce break. And we actually conquered these lands to switch their religion to give the high priest less power. We can claim these lands. I don't want to claim those lands. Bring Gaul on as a tributary. No, I don't want to do that either. We can bring them as into a tributary state. These are rubbish claims. claimants. All the claimants are dead. Who's this? Deva? Who are you? Unlanded, okay. Shouldn't we get a claim on this Luxembourg one day? Because I do believe one of our people should be getting a claim on this. So we have here my son. My son's wife is Luxembourgian. Oh, we cannot declare war against Luxembourg because Luxembourg is not in our territory. Oh, no. I've been playing some ck3, but 1453 struck. Oh no, oh no, oh no. Yeah, there are mods, but I don't know if you can enable those mods to extend the timeline. I don't know if you can enable the... Maybe if you go like a few autosaves back. There we go, perfect. Oh, I should really not have given away this little country here. Should not have made it independent because I'm regretting it so much. My son being right there. And his wife that has the claim of Luxembourg. Why? Why did I give it away? I could have taken Luxembourg in a great, glorious final war. All the claimants are dead. Oh, this is the claimants. That's the history. Military strength. Let's go to the weakest one. Implicit claim, pressed claim, unpressed claim. Will not join my court. Will not join my court. Will join my court. Hi, mate. How would you think to become the ruler of Luxembourg? Hi. I only demand your conversion. And we're going to invade Luxembourg. And take it all for ourselves. The mighty Luxembourg. Are there claimants for Belgium? We already have Belgium here, by the way, so we don't need claimants for Belgium. We are going to invade. No. Yes! This is gonna make such terrible borders. But this is going to put a final nail into their coffin. There we go. After this war, Gaul is no longer a threat. I would feel that we have finally successfully put Gaul at the place where they belong. There! I forgot the word. Indolence, insolence, whatever. You know, has gone on for too long. They believe they are the rightful rulers. They are not. That's us. We are preparing a massive army. I don't think they all will be there in time, but at least our army will grow stronger. Unraised, unraised. Which one is not stationed in any castle? This, oh, this one says. I thought they all stationed or something, I guess not. Okay. Raise the armies there. I was actually in thinking of investing. You mean converting? That would be interesting. Yeah, that is actually fun. I've done that in the past for myself with Crusader Kings too. Exactly. Okay. We didn't raise them there because the enemy could appear there. It's time to bring an end to Gaul. I feel like we are literally doing what the English were doing to the French. Literally. Because we have been gobbling them up for different reasons in this war. And we have been slowly like changing their subjects into our subjects. They have 2 bombards here, so we're crossing the bombards across the over here. And we're gonna make like a little beachhead here. I do think, what is the claim exactly? Okay, we have claims on this side too. But this one is more important to take than this side here. This also gives us a way to flee out of the land once we are losing. If we lose, we are not going to lose. How many troops do we have? We have not way that much more. Oh, actually this time we have enough space for troops. It's all dark around me. Just ahead, a solitary light is there in the distance. Like an insect, I walk across the void towards the single spot of light, until I'm greeted with a figure dressed in all white that looks just like an older version of me. Well, pretty old. How old then? Oh. She smiles at me with a warmth only a mother can give, invites me to sit behind her, bask in a warmth of her presence, and explicitly elaborates and peace. Do you know why I made mortals to die a lust? It is what separates me, what separates you from me, and you know how precious life is. Your eternity in Hades is coming, but for now, there are people below. No, I will live forever? No, I think... To be fair, to be honest, Alust has been a bit insane. So I feel like Alust is going to choose this one. Like, she has been a tyrant. A little bit like, I will take what I want. She has been fighting like an extremely prolonged war. Extremely aggressive. So we are going to continue that. It's pretty crazy. We've been playing Alust for a long time. Like, she was literally a baby or child or something, like 4 years old, 6 years old when she got the throne. And now she's getting there in age. There we go. And no, we cannot move out yet. Okay. Let's get a bit of supply there. Is there enough for us there? Oh, it's enough if that castle gets taken. So let's send these guys over there. Now let's send them over there. Then them over there. And then them over there. And then you go there. And you go... Oh, that's a different county. Let's go together on this one. There we go. Perfect. Another castle. Another castle. How was Normandy called here because of the different names? Lexity. Because there was no Norman invasion in this timeline. So... there we go. Curse undone. Rifle died. It's crazy. They're taking Massilia. Oof. Offer military assistance. I don't need it from Denmark. And oh, they don't have enough supply here. They don't have enough supply everywhere here. There we go. Perfecto. Go to that castle. It's a bit micromanaging all the times for highlights. But that's Crusader Kings part of this late state. It's different from EU2 warfare. Okay, we have a Belgian army fighting us. Oh, interesting. There we go, spread them out a little bit. Got another castle done. Oh, an army's coming there. Perfect. Let's deal with that. Let's cross the river before we meet them. Okay, we have the river crossing before they arrive at that region. Perfect. That's... oh! Oh no. Oh no. Why? Defending forest, more soldiers, better commanders. Who's commanding us? Me. That's the best commander we have, right? Sometimes you can get a better commander by doing this. 6. That's terrible. 26. 26. 13. We need quickly at the huge, strong. 13. Like our commanding is 20. Oh, we actually worse. I thought we were like 30. And you're gonna hide them. Ah, freak! I hate when that happens with the flag. Should be there. At least we hired this guy for their commander. Yay, we did it! We fixed a staff issue. Oh no! still losing it. I guess we got some bad rolls there. The age-old pay more money until you win. That's not enough. These are such huge armies at the end of the game. It has been like a last century that this game has been quite crazy with the armies. That has been okay-ish through the whole game. Like the last century was a bit like insane. So, of course the game is not balanced to start from 400. But also we were a bit too long in... I should have played longer in Imperatorum. I think I converted too early than 480. Like, this army is huge, but I don't know if it's gonna be large enough. I'm not sending them together because the idea is we have to be there faster, and some armies might be a friction faster. Oh, we already are winning. Oh no, it's just the armies arriving here. They also should be able to print money, but every war we fight, they are able to print less and less money, because what we have been doing is literally fighting a war to remove their currency. Like, all these rulers, we have switched their religion, you can see here on the map, is like less money for them. And that's incredible. Yeah, it has been crazy, like, but luckily it wasn't that crazy with the armies earlier. Or else that would have made the campaign way less fun to play. That's a large army there. We don't want to meet, actually. So let's pull in this army here instead of sending that over there. Like, they might not directly fight us, but they might. Well, let's unify this over here, just so we are a bit scarier to them. Oh, that's a pretty large army. They're probably... Are they fighting another war? Are you fighting... Oh, okay, they are fighting another war. Okay, they're fighting with this guy. Or lady. Yeah, they became immense. Yeah. Like, it wasn't that crazy. Or in my imagination, like, the last little bit, like, has made them enormous. Was it like a technology that got unlocked or something? Or like at the end? We have to send an army this way because we have 30k going this way. I think I'm sending the entire army this way. Like, the scale of the numbers has done a crazy thing. The crazy thing is, mercenaries are actually useless, kind of. They're not that good. Like, the entire mercenary army that I bought could be annihilated by just having a strong alliance. If they get a crazy alliance at the moment, they could totally, like, crush me. Luckily, the ruler of this country is old, so probably doesn't have any children ready to marry off to start alliances. Because just getting a strong alliance is better than buying all the mercenaries. Could be, but it wasn't instantly also, because we did convert to the updates, and it didn't cause this huge spike immediately. I even did test it, like I did like AI onlys. I didn't see crazy battles, but crazy numbers. I wasn't looking for that, like I was just testing, like, oh, does the game function? If you wonder how I do the test a little bit, is that I take like another country in the world, like I start playing somewhere over here, and then I test a little bit if after the update nothing breaks in the game. And then I play another one of another region in the world, and I play a little bit. I learn a little bit from other dynasties that's going on in the world at the same time. And if that's all stable, I'm like, okay, yeah, the game is functioning, so there's no problem. Whoa, 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 whoa. I knew they were nearby, but I didn't know they were this close. Let's move in here still. Let's still fight them. I want to fight them, okay? We are way stronger than they are. I can't even select my cannons. Go over there, cannons. Destroy that one. Hello, Milton! A horde's lover. The white horde. Yeah, this is pretty crazy what's going on over here. Like, this is over here. This means that they are under paying tribute to Italy. It also means that the Holy Roman Empire. By the way, if I convert this to EU4, this country becomes Italy. Some names I will change, but I think this empire is not really a leak anymore. So calling themselves the Empire of Italy does make sense a little bit later. There we go. That's destroyed. Scheme discovered. My spy was discovered, Captain. I have planned to steal an artifact from me. Oh, you did not. Can I just arrest you? I cannot. I can settle, give them land. Oh, I'm not doing that. Ah, for crying out loud. Stupid army there. Station besiegers and send the entire army over there. Hopefully they don't take a castle before I come there, because I'm trying to get the war score up. How large were medieval armies actually? Let's go. I know they are large, and I know they are larger than the armies in like a medieval total war and as such, but let's see. How large were medieval armies? Let's say I will put 1400. Where's I think the trusted source? Everything is AI. Why is Reddit now the most trusted one? About 2500 strong. 10k 15. Yeah, like we are 10 times, the armies are 10 times larger than they should be here. We actually do not have that long, Milton. We have... How long do we have? 27 years for the end. Hello! Dempor Valo, how are you doing? How are you doing? We have that long. We have... And that's a good reminder, because I said I want to have 2 more streams till the end. So... Oh, you're back. That's good. That's nice. Hello, by the way. There is somebody else here that also speaks Greek, I think. So you both can start speaking Greek. That's Milton. I don't know, Milton. Look what we did here. We did this pretty great. I didn't know that much. This one did fast. This is literally an hour already because usually it's 10 years per hour. How long have we? You haven't. Oh, we've even been 1.5 hours. We've even been streaming longer for the 10 years. The usual. So that's been taken slower. That's crazy. Okay. So the next stream, next Sunday, we'll have another stream. I will be there at 8 this time because I want to have the last 2 streams of this whole medieval campaign to be all streamed. That one will be from 13 10 to 30 20. I will try sometimes 1 year more, 2 years more. Hope you visit Trikala too. Look lovely time of year. Already done that. There you go. There. I cannot read that. But right. Okay. Translate.
Πήγαμε στους αγρότες στα μπλόκα.
What is that actually? Pigmatos English. Oh, it's farmers like okay. Okay. We will first play the Xiong and get into France and England in your next period. Well, between the two mega campaigns before we continue in Europe Universalis 5. I will play some other challenges because we have all under Asia expansion I would love to try, and I would love to try to learn a little bit about EU5 before trying it because I haven't really been able to play it. We literally destroyed Gaul now. I'm actually pretty happy of making our vassals here like a little bit more semi-independent. And if Gaul tries to take them back, honestly, I couldn't care that much. We did what we wanted. We kind of destroyed them a little bit here. So now I will not end the stream yet exactly. I will save, and then I will open EU5 to quickly show, no, EU4 to show. Let me go to the bar in the meantime, and then let me save here. Let's not forget to save, because that's important. If you forget to save, that would be quite awkward. Luckily, it hasn't happened in the last 2 years, so that's actually pretty cool. I was expecting me to mess it up like one time, but I would forget to save when exiting the game. Luckily, never happened. But it would have been such a bad mistake. Oh, there was sarcasm there. Oh. Let me see. I'm gonna see here. With your Pontiac in the logo, take me to the festival. What?
Με τον Ποντιακό Σύλλογο είχαμε ένα φεστιβάλ.
Oh, okay. I see what's going on. There's multiple languages here. Okay, we saved, and I'm gonna open EU4 to show how the converter technically does work. This is not the last conversion. Like, this is not this save file. This is a few save files back when I tested it. So the world will look a little bit different. And this is EU4, and I bet if EU4 works, EU5 works too. Once the converter is finished. How to convert? Oh, there is a program. There is a wiki. At the end of Imperator Rome to Crusader Kings, I did do one conversion, and I will do it at the end. I will do it even live on stream to see what the converter does. But it will not finish everything. Like it will have like some anomalies and some weirdness to it. So, but this will not, because it does take a while for it to load, and this is not the final version. To be fair, once we convert, let me go and get the stream here, and then this is the last thing we do, but I just want to show EU5 has music, so let me turn off this music. There we go, EU4 music. I said EU5, it's EU4. But let me, in the meantime, look whilst this is loading. EU for ck3 EU4 converter, and let me drop their wiki page in the chat there, just so people can find the converter. This is to the wiki page, but you can also just find it by typing this into Google. And it's important because for IT safety, you shouldn't go clicking on links. You should just type in this query in Google and find the website. Because sometimes people can hide nasty stuff in links. So, and this one allows All Under Heaven to be converted into EU4 latest version. So I bet, and I did convert from All Under Heaven to the last version, and you can see that in the world. I actually haven't tested if you can convert without All Under Heaven on, but I don't know. It could possibly be done. This game loads so long. Why is it not showing? I thought I had like the game showing here. I have EU4 on. Why are you not showing me? It's like EU4 stuck. Show me on stream. I need to show that something is happening. Napoleon is right there on the picture. You hear the music. We see the chat. The music is quite loud. The Texan Empire doing a cowboy thing jokes, and he... Can I do the cowboy voice? Whoa. There we go! I guess I didn't load it. Oh, you can see I'm quite an avid Roman Empire player, am I now? I didn't even know. That's some time ago, probably not safe. Single player. Look at the world! Look at this. Look. This is so cool. The music is so great in the EU4. It's so cool. Look. We have here. It does convert the flag. And for some reason, Ireland is independent. So there are little mistakes that happen. But I will try to fix those little mistakes here and there. Like, I would rename Africa to Carthage. Italy, I think it's fine. Nicaea, I also maybe think that's fine. The White Horde is here still. The religion converts. We can here see the development. Development is a bit too crazy. And we have no development in Asia, because I did convert that a little. But here, I did make custom countries here to test if I could do it, and I can make custom countries here. And this is a little experiment here. I did like add development here. You see this a little bit of development. That's just me seeing if I can add development. And this is not EU4 development. I added this development in ck3. So that means there are less countries for me to edit. Okay, I don't need to edit every country. So, yeah. We can make custom countries. Look at this. They have Eastern, they have this. They have the right religion. They have Chinese IDs. And look at the culture here. They have different cultures here. And we have Japanese over there. So that should be wrong. That's supposed to be Japanese. Japan is split in 3 cultures in EU3. But these are little things. Like, this is completely fixable. Just a tag switch over there, here and there. And there. So it's possible to convert. And that's all I need to make it possible. Once the converter is out. If it doesn't work, like the converter comes out and it doesn't work, it just means there was a little break in the main campaign and we'll continue until 4 comes out, or until I finish all my videos. And if the converter isn't out, oh, that's an alarm that I don't need to care about. Gotta go bed. Nice talking to you. Okay, well, this is it. Thank you for watching. Have a nice day. Have a nice evening. Sleep well. And I also have to end here. Bye-bye. 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 Bye. Stream over. Stream over. Yes, there we go. Bye.